Morning, everybody. Chad, Doss Farms. We say pigs. Sheep, sheep. Sheep, sheep, sheep. Dolly. Reba. Oh, epic miss. I missed Reba. Dolly. Good morning. Hey. Good morning. How is you? How you doing? Okay. I'll leave you alone. Izzy? Izzy? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. So if memory serves me correct, I got these pigs when Ray was at a soccer game with Carter, and I know that it was late April, mid-April. So if we go May, June, let's say Izzy and the boar here were friendly a month after they got here. So technically we need to say let's say June 1, July, August, September. Izzy should be due within 30 to 45 days. That's nuts, man. That's nuts. Actually, that's, never mind. It was gonna be funny and, trying to keep it a little PG. Not much going on in the dogwood. Still pretty though. Still pretty. Whoop, that was a ladybug, but aren't they good? Ladybugs are good, right? Got the dappled willow. And I'm not too worried about it, man. Once these willows take hold, dude, they're in there. Look at that view. My goodness. Man, I tell you what, I hope you and yours are well. On 9/11, I care to share that it was my senior year and I drove myself to school. At first I was bummed because I'd already heard all sporting events were canceled that day. Mind you, I was 17. And actually my birthday is May 29th. So I graduated before I was 18. So I was barely 17. And I was frustrated because all sporting events had been canceled that day. It seemed really far away what happened at that time. Now this was plain one. This was the first bit of information I got. And then I got to my senior English class and Mr. Throckmorton, my English teacher, was just in tears. He was an extremely strong man for who he was and where he was at in his life. And it got me right then and there when I got to English class that morning, and everything unfolded after that. And fast forward to yesterday, what happened to this nation and someone taking a life because they didn't agree with that person's ideals. It's never okay. It's never going to be okay. That's not supposed to happen in this nation, but the fact that it happens anywhere is something that will never be okay, ever. And it's pure evil. This isn't a left versus right thing. This is an up versus down thing, if you know what I mean. I just hugged my kids. I hugged my wife. I laid in bed last night and listened to the news like most of us, I'm sure. And, I'm going to make a video now where I make jokes and I show you cool things, and I work on my fence on my 40 acres with my oldest son. And then I bring my wife out to see her new fence. And if we get to a gate today, it'll probably be a later date, but then we let our cows into this 5 acres and we talk about our future plans and a pond. And I talk about how life here on earth in the future is I talk about our lives going on and how they're getting better and we're making changes and it's upbeat. And what you've got to remember is when things like yesterday happen, when things like 9/11 happen, that's evil trying to suppress and make you fear and make you worry and make you hate and be like them. I'm not perfect, but thank God I don't have to be. I do hate evil. I do hate it. I hate evil. If we're not supposed to hate, then that's on me. That's a sin. You know what I'm saying? I hate that there's evil in this world. If I were to make a video and it be gloomy and down, and now we're all able to react to things like this how we see fit. It's an individual's decision. Every individual has the right to feel how they felt and deal how they want to deal with yesterday's events. But I'm going to choose, because I feel like this is what that person would want, who I've followed for a long time. I feel like they would want us to continue to live our lives and to celebrate where we are at and what and keep their memory alive. And that's what I'm going to choose to do for Charlie Kirk and his family and his legacy. He knew Christ. He knew God. And so to say that he met them yesterday, he got to meet, he shook hands with them. He hugged them. He embraced them. He was welcomed with open arms. And I truly feel that. And it's very hard because we are still here on earth and those before us have moved on. It's very hard to wrap your head around that embrace and what that feels like, because the tragedy when somebody goes too soon or evil takes them from this world. Picturing that embrace gives me peace. It does. And I'm sure that I'm one of the few. I've always been able to kind of distance myself from the tragedy and look at the bigger picture, but I think it's because of what I've been through in life. I lost a friend to a car accident when I was a sophomore, and I just learned very early on that death is real and evil is real. So I just pray for all those involved. But I want you to know that as I make this video, my heart and prayers, Ray and I's heart and prayers and thoughts are, and don't ever try and debunk that thoughts and prayers aren't enough. The power of prayer is bigger than anything that you've ever seen in your lifetime. With that said, we're going to make a video and we're going to have an amazing, beautiful morning. And we're going to walk around our farm and embrace this wonderful life God gave us here on earth. And we're going to use yesterday's events and tragedies and 9/11 so many years ago. We're going to use those as a reason to get up and go on. Little magnolia tree doing magnolia things. Oh man, one of them opened up. Looky there. Looky there, looky there. Isn't that cool looking? Hang on. Hope it still smells like. Oh, it does. Oh wow. That is so strong. Yeah. If you've ever smelled a magnolia, I don't even know how to describe it. It's interesting. Anytime anybody's ever handed me a flower and asked me to smell it, have you ever noticed you can smell the petals? Like the skin of a flower almost smells the same on any flower. But then each one has a faint, either sweet or musty smell. I mean, some aren't good, you know what I'm saying? Some flowers flat out stink. But no, this smells really good. Might even say heavenly. Looks like we'll have another one there. That might be more, no, I think that's a flower. Looks like more leaves. I think they're waiting on us. I think they're waiting. Chickens! What do you say, girls and boy? Focus. Let's see if they'll come out if I just get out of the way. Like if I don't put the shovel up yet. You can do it. Well, that was pretty smooth. A little better. Such a beautiful, peaceful morning too. Not sure which Australorp it is, but every night when we go to put them all up, one of the Australorps just won't go. Like, I don't even know if she'll go on her own. We need to pick a day and try it, but yeah, if you put them all up, like right now, I could turn around, I could walk over there and I could put them all up. A black Australorp would run every time. Or it could be that one. I'm not sure. Either way, it's an Australorp. Junebug. Be nice. Be nice. She's not the reason I'm late. There we go. Miss Lily. What we say? You look awfully pretty with the sun coming down on you. Yeah. Awfully pretty with the sun coming down. Pedro, you look pretty too. Hey, you look pretty too. Here, come here, Lily. Give away from that old boy. Pedro. Look, he's got a number 4 right on his shoulder. Silly Pedro and Lily. I'll be honest, I thought old Pedro had been here about closing in on 60 days. It was like a month today or something. I don't know. Ray told me it's only been a month, or it's like a day away from being a month. He's been here for 4 weeks. That's it. Look at the size difference. It's still funny. So I figured 60 days is what we do. So we've still got another 30 for sure. I mean, if we want to give him a fair chance. Now, the one thing about these donkeys, keep in mind, they barely use any water because there's no cattle in here. This is 8 acres for 2 donkeys. Mind you, a mini donkey and a small standard. It's basically 2 mini donkeys. This 8 acres, there's quite a bit to eat. We got about another 30 days, especially after that rain we got and the sunshine. The runways is what I call it. There's a lot of grass up there. So I say grass, it ain't no luscious fescue field, but for 2 donkeys, there's quite a bit. Who see? Allie. Allie, it's awfully fitting you're underneath that flag at half-mast this morning. You were named after our good friends at Allegiance, who sent us those flags and every flag on the farm. And we can't thank you enough. They actually just sent this hat. It's a new one. They must have thought the old one was getting a little bit sweaty. But they sent us some premium leather coasters as well. I'll show you later in the video. As well as I think it's like a 16 by 24 flag, which is kind of cool. It's almost perfect for one of the boys' bedrooms. So we may have to bug them for a couple more because we have 3 boys. Beautiful Miss Allegiance. Beautiful. And I think her birthday was 9/4. Yep, 1 year old, 9/4. Speaking of birthdays, April 5th here. Miss Honey turned 1, but nobody told her. Nobody told her you're not supposed to be that big already. Fiona! We say, Miss Annie hiding behind you? Huh? They both are. It's okay. Here, I'll stay right here. I'll stay right here. Chill. Chill. Dude, you don't give me a reason today, brother. Ain't no special pardon for jack wagons. Bunny. Glory. And her bashful barefoot beau, Taters. Phineas. What's up, buddy? What's it doing, man? Got to be real careful with Finn right now. Food driven is the reason, but like his horns are so big, you can't stand at his side because if he turns his head, his horn will touch his haunches and get you all the way around. See what I mean? Woo! That was actually pretty close. Junebug and Blue. I didn't pour these cubes on the poop. Somebody pooped on the cubes. That's a good time. Princess. Tipsy and Sky. Tipsy and Sky. Good morning. Good morning. Well, here it is. Here it is. Here it is. I don't think we're going to have any shade. Currently waiting on my partner in crime, Case, to start hanging some more 4-board rails. And of course, each one of these will get a face board. In case you missed it, this is a pretty ingenious solution that I didn't come up with, but y'all helped me find. This is straight up bedrock. Some people call it caliche, I guess. Is that what's underneath here? Am I saying that word right? But you can't drive a post. You can't dig a hole about a foot down. You're just solid rock. So you've got to use a good T-post. These are heavy duty because there are light duty ones. These are heavy duty and they're 6.5 feet tall and they're driven into the ground a fair amount. Actually, that one's not 6.5, that's a 6-footer. But that's a 6.5 and a few more of those are. These are 6-foot posts. So you might think that's weird. You're like, how's that a 6-foot T-post if it's a 6-foot post? Well, you drive it in the ground. That's kind of the point. But these are 6-footers that we cut. They were actually 12 and then we cut them to 6. But you drive the post into the ground and then you put these little brackets on there. And then you can attach your boards. And yesterday when Case was wiggling this fence, we didn't have it attached down there. So it looked a lot more loosey-goosey than it actually is. But trust me when I say, especially when we cut these off, because right now that's a lot of top weight. This is rigid, okay? This ain't going anywhere. Can you climb a barbed wire fence? No. Like you can't, I don't care how tight they make it. You can't put 1 foot on a barbed wire fence and step over it. Anybody over 150 pounds, they don't hold it. It's just a mere suggestion of fences, okay? But this right here, I don't know about y'all, but that's about 235 pounds climbing a fence. I mean, I don't feel like I'm gonna fall. I don't feel like all I gotta do is put one hot wire on the other side and they won't mess with it. But they're not rubbing up against our barbed wire fences and they're not rubbing up against anything else. And mind you, because there's T-posts, I can put a hot wire on this easier than anything because I've already got a T-post. So I can put a hot wire. I mean, it's ready to go. It's almost the ultimate fence because it's pretty. Yeah, it's because it's pretty and it holds cattle in. I mean, it's almost a perfect fence. I'm excited, man. I'm excited to put the face boards on. I'm excited to stain it, all that good stuff. Are you excited?
Mm-hmm.
I'm already sweaty.
Oh, no.
All right, help's here. Let's get it. Yeah. Because the face board adds strength, but a face board, I go like this right here. I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I'll put a face board up. Yeah. Then I'll put one right in the middle.
Yeah.
So. All right. There you have it. Whew. Pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. That's a soft corner because we stopped our fence right here. Remember, we were going to come all the way to this T-post and it just put too much of an edge on it. But this looks so much better. That T-post kind of puckered on us a little bit. But what I can do is take the tractor or the skid steer and I'll actually press against the top of it and get it to straighten up a little bit. Thing you got to realize when you're using brackets and something like this is it's not going to be like, you know, these posts are cemented. I mean, this is stout. It's not going anywhere. I laugh when people think that this isn't going to hold cattle because that holds 100 mama cows. That looks terrible and G-Dub knows it. So it's all relative, man. I mean, like I said, we can put a hot wire on this thing real easy because we've already got the T-posts in the ground. I mean, it's so simple. It's not even funny. I mean, I couldn't be more pleased. See, I didn't even think about that. Huh. How easy it would be to put a hot wire on it now.
On the inside, yeah.
Yeah, they won't even lean. I mean, they won't even touch it.
You have to have it on all the time. Like, I guarantee you the first 5 that get shocked by it
yeah.
touch it again.
Well, and if there's stuff to eat in here, they don't get out anyway. I mean, Finn jumped the fence because he don't like MJ.
Well, Finn jumped the fence because he's Finn.
Yeah.
More so than anything.
Yeah. Man, I'm proud of you.
Thanks, man.
Thank you very much.
You owe me Chick-fil-A once.
All right, we got to get up before 9 to get Chick-fil-A. See, that's the problem. I tell you, come build a fence. You pick the time and you pick 9 a.m. and you get here at 9:41.
That was like a joking 9 a.m. You were like, oh, so 6 a.m. I was like, oh yeah, 9 sounds great. You know?
You picked the time.
Well, dude, I didn't know I was picking.
But if I say, hey, tomorrow we're leaving to get Chick-fil-A at 9 a.m., you'll be up at 8:01.
I'll be sitting at the door, man.
All right, we'll see you guys after a bit. Well, we did it. We did it. That post is the only one that sticks out like a sore thumb. I gotta fix that. That's all right. Totally okay. I'm excited, man. Looks really good. Let's come in from the other way so you can see it. It's been a few hours since Case and I got done, but I need to move that trailer so we can actually see the fence. And then I've got to go get, did I just hit? Thought I just hit Gito's fence. Then I've got to go get a new saw blade because I've definitely wrecked that skill saw blade. That way I can lop these tops of these posts off, which we'll probably angle them. That's what we did in the back. It just keeps the water from sitting up on them. Putting lights on these posts, it would actually be better if we didn't put lights on the posts because the cows just knock them off. We learned that the hard way out back. So if we're gonna do any kind of light on these posts right here, it'll probably be some lights like on the front near the ground, like a little solar light. I'll show you. But yeah, Miss Ray and I were just talking. Hang on, let me get out. Ray and I were just talking about how come Christmas time, mid-November or somewhere in there, I'd do it right now if she'd let me. But we could put garland up. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially if we put a hot wire on the other side, just a solar powered hot wire, they wouldn't touch this. We could let them in right now if I had gates up there. So that's our next move. Now that ain't gonna take me very long. Yeah, picture garland up and down here. Whatever we plant right here, I think needs to be a big, beautiful tree that can handle a lot of water. Something that's not toxic, of course. I'm excited. That's awesome though, that they found that deer feeder. Fantastic. I've got a mineral block. I'm gonna sit out there tomorrow. Well, the day you guys are seeing this, I'll put a mineral block down there. So I just checked the camera and there's nobody down here right now, but I believe these deer, man, are sitting like, I think they're bedding down like right in there. Like I think they can hear us. They're not even wandering that far away because they've got food right here and girlfriends. These deer just walk, the bucks, man, they found our feeder. They found it. I am so excited and I couldn't be happier because now all we got to do is stop the rickies from eating the corn. That was a big bug. All we got to do is stop the rickies from eating the corn and these bucks will come back and we'll get them used to coming down here over and over and over. Now, the important thing to note is I did stay out of here for 3 days trying to let this cage do its job. And that likely is part of the reason the bucks came down here. Because when you're down here shouting and screaming and complaining and horsefly, yelling at Ricky's. The deer hear it too, and they don't want to come down here when this is all being disturbed. So I think this is, nope, that ain't it. I thought that was something I'd ordered for real. I thought, yeah, it's not. That's funny. Funny. Good. Out of there. These things out. Oh yeah. If that don't stop a Ricky, nothing will. So we can screw these on, or I actually bought zip ties, and I think the zip ties will be the best option. I really don't want to screw screws into it. It would be easy though. Well, how do they look? They're pretty wicked looking, to be honest. And that's not short. So I put them down here because I don't think they can jump this high. This also allows me to raise these legs even more if need be. I really want to get this cage off of here because I just don't feel like, I don't know, I feel like it's not letting corn out as much as I would like. But we can test it real quick. Hang on, let's do that. Let's see how far this corn goes here. Get ready. It throws it pretty far. I'm actually impressed. I didn't know that I don't know. I guess that something's eating all of the corn, not birds. I don't know, man. But yeah, that's quite a bit of corn. I mean, there's clearly far more down below than there is on the outside. But if the bucks come in and eat it, that's all that matters. So I did get something else for him. Is a mineral block from Redmond. You just pick these up at Tractor Supply. Actually, I may put it right here because sometimes these bucks will get in here and they'll fight and mess with each other. But if I put that there, it might give one of the other ones an opportunity to lick on that while somebody else eats corn. But I actually think I'm going to do an experiment real quick. I'm going to take that cage off and run that test again and see how much further the corn goes. Because right now that corn made it to right about here. So just a step past that mineral block. All right, let's try this again here. Oh yeah, it's way further. Yeah, I want that. I don't like that guard on there. So let's hope these do their jobs. I can't imagine. Gosh, man, do I need another one over here? Or you think this will deter them enough? I mean, we'll see. We'll see. Corn bandits is what they are, man. Just a nuisance. And again, I don't want to shoot them. I don't. I want them to just go away. I need to take out a couple of those trees. Or I could move the feeder over there. It looks like it gets a lot more sun. But we've still got time. We've got till October 1st. Today's only the 11th. But I do need to come down here and throw out some of that food and get that started too. But today I got a couple things to take care of. I need to go edit this video. And I think that's it. Stay tuned, man. We got something really cool planned. We're also actively looking for a bull. Never know when it might show up. So God bless you guys. Love and appreciate every single one of y'all. Thanks for hanging out no matter what we do. Check out these deer, man. I'm going to let this clip just run at the end and you can watch the whole thing or whatever. There's nothing else after this. But it's just a beautiful clip of a couple of bucks we got in the area. I know that one with the messed up horns, he needs to go. He was here last year. They were a lot shorter. But we need to get him out of here so he doesn't create more bucks that look like that. So, all right, with that said, y'all be good. Don't work too hard. Don't make it weird. God bless each and every single one of you, no matter where you're at in the world. Thank y'all.
you.